Yo, what up? It's your boy Bowie here. And I gotta make this video for the fellas out there. You know. And before I get into what this video is officially about, I wanna, I guess give a name to these series of videos, because I get into these videos where I discuss topics important and trivial in sort of a long form talking video essay style, typically with some gameplay in the back. And I got a comment recently about some individual with no videos and no nothing talking about some I be on here rambling. And you know what? Dude is absolutely motherfucking right. Absolutely right. And so I think what I may start doing is calling these video series One Man's Ramblings. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I be on here doing. Letting it go, letting my thoughts and feelings be known, putting it out there, So this will be the first video in the series of One Man's Ramblings. So anyway, this is for the fellas. This might be quasi old by now, but I saw just now the video footage of the interaction between rappers YK Osiris and Sukihana, wherein he assaulted her, not on some, attack type shit, but he forcibly tried to kiss her and pulled her throat and face towards him when she pulled away on camera in front of people. That shit is not okay. Not okay. Absolutely not okay. Completely out of pocket. Completely wrong in all ways. Completely out of pocket, out of bounds, beyond the pale, unacceptable. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And what was worse to me was that Sukihana was sitting in between two guys. Both of them saw what was going on. They saw her pull away, and they did not intervene on her behalf. I don't expect them to necessarily get up and fight him off, but they could have at least said, hey man, y'all need to do that somewhere else. Or bro, she said, nah, leave her alone. Something like that. God damn. They sat there and did nothing. They were dumb, deaf, and blind. And that's not even perhaps, that is more troubling to me. You know what I'm saying? Now, to his credit, YK Osiris apparently came out and apologized after the fact, which is a hell of a lot more accountability than what we typically get from people that violate somebody. A lot of times they be hemming and hawing, ducking and dodging, defending, deflecting, denying, and they typically have legions of fans or defenders online trying to defend their honor instead of the damn female victims, especially when that female victim or the female victims is a black woman. I'll get to that in a minute. So, I'm glad that he apologized. I haven't really followed up with any further comments from him, and I haven't seen the comments really directed at him. But I did see a comment from Sukihana after the fact, and It made me feel real bad. You know what I'm saying? It broke my heart just because, the girl basically said more or less that she, puts on a show, a dog and pony show of what her personality is in order to hide the fact that she's a really sensitive person. And she spent, the whole day crying. And she felt like she wanted to just disappear. That's really terrible. Horrible, And, it's hard to even think what to do in them kind of situations, because you want to console her and stuff like that. And you want to let her know that this will not be the end of her story and stuff like that. But it's hard, It's hard for somebody like me in good faith to tell someone like her that it's going to be all right when I know the kind of bullshit ass arguments that people are trying to use to justify or downplay what happened to her. You'll notice that I didn't mention the girl's music. I didn't mention the kind of music that she makes. I didn't mention the name of the song that she's most famous for at this moment. You know why? Because it doesn't fucking matter. You'll notice that I didn't mention the kind of clothes that she wears or the public persona that she has. Any of that stuff. You know why? Because it doesn't fucking matter. I didn't mention the image that she crafted for herself, or that perhaps her, maybe the I don't know if she's on a label or not, but if she's on a label, perhaps the image that the label is crafting of her and wants her to reinforce. I didn't mention any of that. You know why? Because it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter what kind of music she makes. It doesn't matter what kind of image she puts forth. It doesn't matter what her music is known for or any of that. All of it is irrelevant because a woman is in no way responsible for the crimes of someone that decides to violate her. She's not responsible at all. I don't give a damn what she looks like. I don't care what kind of music she makes. I don't care if she's an actual porn star. I don't care if she's an actual sex worker. Doesn't matter. She's chilling at a function. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if she even flirted with somebody. Because that was, another line of defense for detractors to try to use to say that this was justified somehow. Doesn't matter if she flirted with the guy or not. The fact of the matter is, she did not establish enthusiastic consent to YK Osiris. She did not give him the green light for him to approach her in that way or engage with her in that way. And she's obviously very shook up about it, because even in the video, it's cringy, bruh. She pulls away. She's in shock. She's trying to play it off like, oh my God, it's somewhat of a joke, but you can tell like she's legitimately shocked and bamboozled. You know what I'm saying? And so it dawns on me that I need to make this video. Fellas, we need to learn how to establish enthusiastic consent from a woman. You know, for those fellas out there that are into girls and want, you know, love, affection, or even just sex from a woman, by no means do you go in for the kill. Okay? You need to establish consent, enthusiastic consent, before you try to do anything with a woman, especially one you do not know. Now, why do I use the phrase enthusiastic consent? The reason why I use that phrase is because sometimes the consent that dudes be getting is not enthusiastic, it's begrudging. You know, the woman agreed to it because she felt like it would be more trouble for her if she resisted. That's not enthusiastic. That's not ideal circumstances. You know, the idea is to make her feel so good that she wants more after y'all do what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Not making her feel like, oh my God, what the hell have I gotten into? Like, that's some creepy ass shit. And the last thing you want to be in this world is a creepy ass man who repulses the women, the very same women that he's trying to attract. You know what I'm saying? Because I've heard the conversations that girls had about some of the guys that they interact with and how some of them are too handsy and some of them linger a bit too long and stuff like that. It's the stuff of nightmares, man. You don't want to be in that position. No way, no how. And that can only happen if you establish enthusiastic consent. Hold on a second. Hey, babe, I'm up here recording this video. I'll be done in a moment. Babe. Oh, you gonna be out here with your boy? Cool. Join. Yeah. Enthusiastic consent is the only way to prevent that kind of outcome. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the issue at play is we don't know where their respective careers are going to go from here. Frankly, YK's lucky that he's lucky that he's a rapper. Because if this would have happened in any other context, he could be behind bars or something. Like if he had done this at a job or something like that, he could be in jail right now. And in a way, he's almost kind of fortunate that this happened to a black woman, as you know, messed up as that is to say, because if he had forced himself upon a white girl, bruh, that could have been a threat to his life right there. She wouldn't, you know, it would not have gone over very well at all. His career would be effectively over. You know what I'm saying? If he had done this to anybody that was demelanated. But because this happened to a black girl who people often feel are like dispensable, especially those that are deemed less than worthy because of the way they present or the music or whatever. Since it happened to a black girl, you know, he'll probably still be able to continue his career after this. And Lord knows what's going to happen with hers. Maybe hopefully she'll bounce back. You know, hopefully she'll be all right, period. Because regardless of what happens with her musically, you know, it's an unfortunate situation all the way around. But the point of what I'm trying to say here is, bruh, get that enthusiastic consent. It's even better if you let her initiate it. That's even better, because that's how you know you got the consent, when you didn't even have to ask. But just one man's ramblings, just trying to let y'all know what it is. You can take it or you can leave it, but you know, you don't want to be, as a regular person, you don't want to be in a position to get dragged like that, because he'll survive, you might not. Just letting y'all know. But with that being said, 1.